Hello, I am Caitlin Rule, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about me, a little bit about my goals, and a little bit about why I chose Fort Hays. So to start off, you can see I have a few pictures on here of my family. I have my husband Chandler. We have been married almost 2 years now. We have our baby girl Charlie, and she just turned 1 in April, so you can see she had no problem loving cake. Then we also have our two fur babies. One, his name is Kane, and he gets to go to work with my husband every day. And the other one is our golden retriever, Bocephus. And Bocephus is a little bundle of joy. He loves to run and play with Charlie as well. I am going on my seventh year of teaching. I'm about to start my 7th year. And my first 4 years were at Fort Riley. I got to teach 2nd grade for those 4 years. And then my last 2 years were at Auburn Washburn at Auburn Elementary, and I also got to teach 2nd grade. So my first 6 years were all 2nd grade, but next year for my 7th year, I'm going to be teaching kindergarten, so I'm switching it up a little bit. A little bit about my educational background. Both my parents were teachers, so I always grew up in education and always knowing what I wanted to do one day. My father was a high school shop teacher, and my mother kind of has bounced around a little bit. She started out as a kindergarten teacher, then moved on to being a virtual principal, and now she's an assistant superintendent. So she's kind of worked her way up, and I'm kind of following in her footsteps. I also played softball all through college. I had a softball scholarship that took me to Eastern Oklahoma State Junior College down in a small town in Oklahoma. I played there for 2 years and got my associate's degree, and then I moved on and continued playing softball at Fort Hays State University, where I got my bachelor's in education. Then I student taught at Clay Center, which is a small town right outside of Manhattan, Kansas, and that's kind of what took me to start teaching at Fort Riley. And then I started my master's in 2019 in August, and here I am today, finishing it up. Some of my personal goals, I have always been a runner, and I'm hoping for one day to run a full marathon. I've done a couple half marathons, so I'm hoping one day in the next 5 years I can do that. Really stay active is something I have in all of my goals for all of my years. I really want to be able to keep moving and keep doing things. I would love to add more to my family, maybe purchase a house, and really focus on the time spent with family. Everyone's been telling me that these small years of your babies growing to toddlers, growing to kids really move fast. So I really want to focus on that time and soak it in. And I also would like to make more time for self-care, just kind of give myself some me time. For the next 6 to 10 years, again, I want to stay active and hopefully start traveling more. I would like to purchase a new car and keep spending time with family and focusing on the moment. And then beyond 10 years, also stay active and travel, hopefully pay off my house by then, and then really get involved with my kids' activities. I think by that time they'll be really into sports or dancing or whatever they choose to be, and hopefully I can really dive in to do that with them. My professional goals I have are in the next 1 to 5 years to gain experience in more grade levels. That's another reason why I'm moving to kindergarten next year, and to join leadership committees, to get involved, and maybe to become an instructional facilitator in the next 1 to 5 years. I really like that job of getting in deeper with teachers and being able to help them with their teaching strategies and different curriculum intake, different things like that. Right now I don't see myself as a principal, but maybe one day I could. So I have for the next 6 to 10 years, I have to be open to new opportunities. If I feel like I would like to be a principal by then I would love to take on that job. I also would like to lead committees one day. Beyond the next 10 years, hopefully run professional development for teachers. I love to be able to dig in deeper with them and do the research and find different ways that we can do teaching strategies and use the new curriculum. And eventually one day I would like to retire. Why did I choose Fort Hays? Well, I went to Fort Hays, obviously, so I'm very familiar with it, and I really liked the reputation that Fort Hays has with education. And I really enjoyed the way that teachers interact with their students and the way that they want their students to succeed, and they're going to help us learn no matter what it takes. And I really enjoyed the cost compared to a lot of universities in Kansas. Fort Hays has a great affordable education. I also like the virtual remote options because I was able to go to work and then come home and really dive in deep to my own education as well. So the virtual remote options was really great for me. My initial expectations for this program were to gain knowledge about administration and leadership and what it takes, to gain experience and practice, to grow in my abilities, strengths, and weaknesses, and to receive feedback from teachers to learn and grow, even from a distance. So I really set those expectations for Fort Hays, and I feel like I have definitely reached those expectations. And I think that's it. Thank you so much.